Hello, Scott Manning here. You know, in these practice profit reports, we very often go super strategic and tactical. We're talking about private practice principles, okay? Today, I'd like to take a step back and I want to really share with you the single most significant decision you can make in your entire life. It was actually summarized by the amazing, you would say, okay, certainly, Albert Einstein had this famous quote or question or sentence that really defined every aspect of everything he did and what he believed in. So it goes like this. The most important decision we make is whether we believe we live in a friendly or a hostile universe. Now, of course, the universe is, fraught with lots of challenges, even, problematic tragedy, whether it's natural disasters or it's human evil, okay? But it isn't the norm. It isn't the majority, right? It's tiny things that get exacerbated. And recently we talked about where your focus goes, the practice grows. And always we talk about, what you focus on, you get more of. So the whole point of Einstein is that the attitude of the person who makes the decision, the universe is a friendly place or a hostile place, it will immediately color their reality. So the single most important decision you make in your entire life is what I call the choice to be a person who bases all of their life on positive expectancy. Okay? And, this is my term, positive expectancy. And that is simply the expectation that everything's going to go your way. That everything's not just going to be okay, it's going to be great. That everything is going to be positive, not negative. Of course, it won't be absolute. No different than the absoluteness of Einstein, who maybe had absolute theories. Okay, but the important decision about friendly or hostile is no different than your daily attitude, your daily decision of whether or not you expect positive or negative, problems or possibilities, obstacles or opportunities. And, you're never going to control all the variables of circumstance, but you can always control the constant of your attitude and your perception. So all success begins based on the foundation or the origin of the source as to whether we expect it to go well or we expect it to not. It's all about when you wake up in the morning, what is your expectation for yourself, okay, and of the world. That's the deal. So I want to just say this. The most significant decision in your life is positive expectancy. There are 4 layers of expectancy. The first is your mindset and attitude. This is 100% you. The second is your belief, okay? Your belief in what's possible. Your belief in what you will be the catalyst for. The next is your commitment to make it happen. Your commitment to not have predetermined faith, but instead determination of outcome. Okay? And then the one everybody forgets, and that is that it's not actually always going to go your way. There won't be rainbows without rain, right? There won't be sunshine appreciated without sometimes cloudy days. So you have to commit that it's not just about blind faith. It's not just about optimistic hope, okay? It's about persistence or perseverance. And it's also about letting nothing ever break your spirit. Break your resolve, okay? Your commitment, your belief, your attitude and mindset. And coming from the martial arts, I learned it as one term, okay? And that is indomitable spirit. In fact, One of the reasons why you show up here every week, why I show up for you, is to fuel and light the fire of your indomitable spirit. Okay? But it all comes back to positive expectancy. Now, most people, they are wasting today complaining about yesterday or trying to solve problems from yesterday. Most people have already ruined today by looking in the rearview mirror. All right? Instead, what we want to use today for is to create a better tomorrow, to create a better future. We want today invested in tomorrow and the future. We do not want it squandered, okay, in yesterday and in the past. And that is why I say the most amazing transformation in your practice, but in your life, in your psyche, is when you shift it more proactively. Proactive versus, back here, reactive. And that is when you live into, okay, your positive expectancy.